Hi, this is Karin Davidson at howtotap.com and intensivehealingwork.com. Today we're going to do a whole organ cleansing. It'll take about 30 minutes. Sometimes it might take 40. So if you do this at least once a week, it's very beneficial for you. And you can make it longer if you want once you get used to it. And usually when you do this, you get some kind of detox symptoms, but the way we're going to do it today, the things that I'm saying to you, that I'm guiding you through, will help ease and do this with ease and grace. And this is what we're doing, is we're clearing negative emotions that are stuck in your organs, and we'll go through each of those. And I'm going to be using also Body Code by Dr. Brad Nelson, his emotion code chart, and Tulpacan Healing by Dr. Karin Can, some of her ideas as well as a few of mine too. Okay. So first we're going to, if you could either sit down, you're going to be real comfortable. Try not to get interrupted. Make sure that there's no sounds going on around you, unless you want to play some nice music, that's fine too. Just nothing jarring, and try not to think about your shopping list or anything like that, or what's going on in the world, whether it's good or bad. Just you're worried about you concentrate on yourself. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to grab the bottom of your foot. If you can't reach, you can imagine reaching down and tapping on the bottom of your foot. I use all 4 fingers to tap on the bottom of my foot very lightly. You don't have to do it hard. And what we're doing is we're opening a portal at the bottom of your feet, because this is where all these negative emotions are going to go out into Mother Earth. And then we're going to do it on the other side. And I pick up my foot to show you, but I don't want to do that to you. Just open that portal. And now what we're going to do to start to create this channel is on the sides of your knees. Just tap with both hands, one on each side of the knee. Doesn't have to be long. Just think of a portal. A portal being like a PC tube, like a plastic tube that goes down your leg, and it's protected. And we're just going to flush out the emotions. I'm on the other knee now. We're going to flush those emotions out. I'll guide you through that. We're just opening the portals right now. We're opening the channel right now, and the top of and the bottom of each knee at the same time, one side and the other, and the top of the bottom of this knee. And we're opening that channel. Now the big bones on each side of your hip, not on this, actually on the sides, but just about in the front. You know where it looks like a butterfly in your knee? You're going to tap on this part here. And don't worry if you can't reach the bone because there's clothes or something else there. Just go ahead and tap. It's still part of you. Still get through. Just tap. There we go. See, I'm feeling a difference already. Where it's opening up. It's just opening up. And now some people can reach behind them and some people can't. If you can't, just sort of maybe put a fist there and roll on it right at your lower back and kidneys, which is just where your you can just rub it just where your just above your waist on your back. And if you can't reach back there, you can push on the back of the chair or something like that. And even if you can't do that, just to intend to tap there. Energy is an amazing thing. And intention is an amazing thing as well. Okay, so what we've done is we've opened this channel, and I just want you to realize it's a very smooth channel. Nothing can get caught in it. It's going to go all the way down at your feet, so you'll need to place your bottoms of your feet on the surface, either the rug or a floor, or if you're outside, this is even better. So this is where it's going to go out. So the first thing that we're going to do is I just want you to tap lightly on your liver. If you don't know where your liver is, it's right under, I'm going to have to show you, I guess. Your liver is right under your rib cage. So your liver's right in here. So here's my rib cage. Right, here's my boobies. Here's my rib cage. All right, so it's right under here. So you just tap along here. It's mostly on the right side. So what's going to happen is the right side is very large, and it comes out in a tube. So it's not a tube. It's like one piece, but it's the liver is one. It's got a ventral in the middle, but we'll do this. It gets smaller on the edge. So essentially, this is the right side. Part of it's up under your rib cage, and the other, this goes out. And the gallbladder, we're going to tap on that too, is right underneath this big right side. Okay. So what you're going to do is just, if you tap all the way from one side to the other, You'll get to it, and on the right side, just go a little bit farther, almost to the underarm, where you would, in parallel to your underarm, just so you make sure you get it, and just tap back and forth gently on that. Or if you're a slow tapper, you can do it slowly. That's fine. And as you tap, I'm going to just say some things, and please close your eyes and just gently tap and say, I choose now to let all these negative emotions that I have stirred up flow down through the channels that I've made on each side, all through my legs and out through the bottom of my feet to Mother Earth, to be dissolved, transformed, transmuted into positive energy. All the negative emotions the liver decides it wants to offer up. And because the gallbladder is right under the liver, and our hand will get to both of them, we're going to also say the gallbladder. So the liver and the gallbladder, or just whatever they choose to offer up, whatever they want to stir up, let that come to the surface and flow down the tube, down the channel, out to the bottoms of your feet. If you want to wiggle your feet or your hips around or shake a little bit, bend your knees a little bit to help it go out, that's fine. All that anger, all that bitterness, all that guilt, any hatred that's ready to leave, any resentment that has been released but not flowed out, any depression that's come up and that's caught is now released down the channel and out. Any frustration, indecisiveness, any panic, any times that you felt taken for granted in this life, on all dimensions and all times, up and down the timeline, in all parallels and all planes, where I exist, in my thoughts and otherwise, choosing to release all these negative emotions in my liver and gallbladder with gratitude. Now we're going to go on the other side, and we're going to do the spleen. Spleen is right under, I guess, where the bra strap would be. Sort of the same place as the liver is, but on the left-hand side. And it wraps around a little bit. The spleen holds a lot of different things. The spleen is also where energy can be passed back and forth through things floating in the air. So that you can gather morphic fields in here. Negative and positive morphic fields can get in. Also, bad guys can, get whatever I mean by that. Or a boogeyman can get trapped to feed off of that, when you get angry and stuff like that. So it is sort of has its own little portal, and it gets rid of your nasty terribleness stuff that goes in there too. So we want the spleen to be, and you can see that I'm already rubbing it. I think you can see. And let that comes off. So now what we're going to do is you're going to tap under that, just back and forth to make sure you got the whole thing. Okay. I'm just scratching, sorry. So you know what I'm tapping, right? We're tapping right here on the left-hand side. Okay. Okay. And I choose to release anxiety, despair, disgust, nervousness, any worry, any failure, any helplessness, any hopelessness, any lack of control, any low self-esteem. I choose to release all these negative emotions now, if they are ready. And if my subconscious, even if my subconscious is ready, if it becomes comfortable, I choose for it to become comfortable, to release any of these emotions that don't serve me anymore. And picture them flowing out down into your hip. Your hips are, the channels face like this, so it'll get caught and then channeled down into the two channels going through your legs, down out till the bottoms of your feet. So please feel that and wiggle your toes and your feet and your calves. Okay. Now what we're going to do is we're going to come up to your lungs. Let's do this down here. Tap on your lungs. And you can go in the center all the way out. And if you're not sure where your lungs are, that's fine. Just tap all over here. Okay. Continue tapping. And I choose to release all those emotions that have come to the surface. Okay. Now what I'd like you to do is to take the other hand and tap on your lower intestines. So you're doing here and here, because the emotions of the lung and the colon are connected. That's according to Dr. Bradley Nelson. And if you don't believe that, that's fine, doesn't matter, just tap on them anyway, because they'll be released. I have one client who's keep tapping while we're releasing. I have one client who's having bowel issues, so she wants to tap, behind her, all the way down. That's fine too. Just tap all over your abdomen. And I choose to release all stuck emotions. Crying, discouragement, rejection, sadness. You'll see me swaying because I tend to want to get the emotions to flow. Sadness, sorrow, confusion, defensiveness, grief, self-abuse, stubbornness, any of those negative emotions that have come to the surface and would like to leave, or need to just have a way out. I choose to let them leave. Okay. Now we're going to do the bladder, which is right under the liver, and just put your hand behind you, if you can reach it, and above your waist, which is where your kidneys are. And if you can reach, tap on your kidneys. If not, just put your hand there. And we're also going to tap on your bladder. If you don't want to do these, why don't we do them separately? We'll do the kidneys. A lot of fear in the kidneys. Terror. A lot of fear and horror. Being unsupported. Dread. All those kinds of feelings. Conflict. Let those all come out. And I'm going to tap just a little bit harder. Loosen those up. That's me. Probably it's happening because I can pick up the fear people have from what's going on. When I videotaped this, the coronavirus was going on. You'll also yawn because you'll release. So because of that, I'm also going to reiterate that this is releasing through, down my channels, down and out through my feet, into the Mother Earth. And now we're going to go to the bladder, which is right under the liver, and under the gallbladder, and under the spleen. So tap there, please, and all negative emotions. Gallbladder. Just under the gallbladder. It's your stomach. And then let's move down Let's go do to your bladder, which is right above the pubic bone. I think I've been saying bladder when I meant stomach. Anyway, bladder's right above the pubic bone. Tap there. Might make you have to go to the bathroom. Tap a little less. Bitterness, hatred, blame, conflict, creative insecurity, feeling sort of meh, going back and forth, right in the bladder. And it goes down through your legs and out through your feet. On out through the bottoms of your feet. And now we're going to do intestines, all of intestines. Let's go up a little higher to the, well, we're just going to do the whole belly. We'll do all the intestines. Small intestines, large intestines. This is betrayal, heartache, insecurity, overjoy, vulnerability. Just all the emotions that want to come up, all the negative emotions that want to come up. Just go ahead and allow them to come up and release them down into the channels, all the way down through your legs, out through your feet, and wiggle your toes while you're tapping so that it can come out. And now we're going to move to the heart, abandonment. You can on your heart chakra too if you want, or just your heart. Betrayal, forlorn, lust, love unreceived, effort unreceived, heartache, vulnerability, overjoy. All those negative emotions flowing out. Running down your body. Now what I'd like you to do is tap on the back of your neck. We're going to open the channel more so it goes up higher. This goes all the way down your spine and out your, it falls out into the, all the way down your spine, all the way down to the very big tip tailbone, so that the hips and channel can catch it and guide it into your legs channel. And we're going to do, right here, we're going to do some glands. But we have the thyroid and the pineal. We'll start tapping on all these. Some people call it pineal. Thymus, all in there. Seeing it being released. And I want you to do the right here where your third eye is, and directly on the other side. And open up. And keep that going. Humiliation, jealousy, longing, lust, overwhelm, pride, shame, shock, unworthy, worthless. And while you're tapping here, I also want you to think of all the sexual glands. And if you want to tap down around here, that's fine too. The glands and sexual organs is what we're working on now. So all the glands in your body. We got lymph nodes going on. Lymph nodes. What I'm doing is I'm petting the lymph nodes. So we're tapping on the back. And you can there's no right or wrong way. Just keep tapping all the way around for the sexual organs. Seeing all those released emotions. And then let's pet the glands. Let all those go. Now you don't push. This is not a massage. Put the glands on your nose. You're going to do a little Spock the action here. And on your ear, there's glands here, and on the back, behind your ear, and then all underneath your hair and all down here. So we're going to use all this hand. I'm just going to pet the glands, let them move, release all the negative energy, all the negative emotions, humiliation, jealousy, longing, overwhelm, pride, shame, shock, unworthy, worthless. Sometimes you'll start to feel very nice, like a wave of warmth coming over you. Now I cross my hands to reach these two tendons. You can do it this way or this way. So these are glands. And here, just above the collarbone, more glands. And under the arm, releasing all these negative energies. Just pull up under your arm. And there's some glands right here. Pull up towards you very gently, releasing all these negative emotions. Just releasing all these negative emotions. All the way pouring out of you. Just allow it now. Feel it pouring out all the residual emotions. I want you to roll your shoulders, big muscles in your back. Any of those organs or glands that are touching those muscles. All the way out, all the organs. And all the systems, the respiratory system, the digestive system, the reproductive system, parasympathetic and sympathetic system. Release all these negative emotions. I choose with gratitude to release all these negative emotions down the channels, back, spine, all through. Let it go out through bottoms of your feet. So if you want to stand up and shake your hips a little bit or just roll it. If you can't, then don't do it. Just imagine it. You know, wiggle your knees or do little teeny baby squats. Just bend them a little bit. Nothing to hurt yourself. Very gentle. And I'm sitting on a chair so you can see me just wiggling. Down through ankles and out through the bottom of your feet. And I put my feet back down on the ground so it goes into the Mother Earth. So all this negative emotions transforms, transmuted, and dissolved. You also have portals on your hands. So you can put that on something inanimate. Say, anything that I don't need or is not mine is leaving me now. Anything that is not mine or I don't need is leaving me now. Anything that is not mine or I don't need is leaving me now. And let all that flow out. And now what I'd like you to do is picture healing, sparkling rain. Now what this is going to do is wash out any residual negative emotions you have anywhere. And also clean out the funnel. It's going to clean out all the channels that we did so there's no stuck negative emotions anywhere else. And so there's nothing that was pushed down halfway and is stuck there. It's now going to just be pushed out by this healing, sparkling rain. It goes, it's very warm. And let that come out your feet. It's going to just wash it all away, and it's sparkling. So that it's like, you know how some people clean their shirt with club soda when you spill something? The spark, the effervescence really gets into those nooks and crannies and takes out all those residual negative emotions. Let that rain come through, all through. And now we're going to also let the mind, let it go through the mind and wash through all the neural pathways. If there's any negative emotions there, all the way through that, any negative emotions in your face or in your throat. Let it go down. Let that healing, sparkling rain out through your feet, all the way down, very gently. Now, I learned this from Rob Wergan. As we're tapping here, what I'd like you to do, this is like your third eye, we were doing it before, and like a straight line through it on the other side. What you're going to do is open that space in there, and what that space will do will also help you open your crown chakra and all the chakras above that, so that you can let God's loving light or divine light or all it is light or universal light or Buddha light, whatever you want to call it, the all-in-one source light come down through you and blend with your higher self and your light, and that washes through you. Keep tapping as I talk, please. Washes through you, all through your body, getting rid of all these negative emotions, any residual negative emotions, and out through the channel. And let that keep going. That source light from above, love, that unconditional love, that non-judgment, all the way down and out. And now what I'd like you to do is just concentrate on your feet. What we're gonna do is close down that channel. Just gonna close down the channel and push all the remaining emotions. The light, loving light, helps that go all through the channel, all down your legs, out through your feet. Wiggle your feet, wiggle everything so it all comes out. And then when you think that's done, you can close the portals and then continue tapping. And what we're going to do is we're going to bring God's loving light down and fill every part of your body so it combines with your higher self light. And this is very healing light. It heals anything wrong in your body. So it begins the healing process to your original blueprint of perfection. And you're just going to allow that to happen. And say, Ascension 1 and 2, I command that everyone listening to this and everyone doing this is now being healed through source love in their own, with their highest and best blueprint coming from their heart, with grace and ease. Thank you, together to mine. Just let that light come in and be nice and warm. And just feel that light, and I want you to expand it out. You can tap slowly if you want. And if you want, you can stop tapping. If it's working and it's coming through, you can stop tapping. And you can just expand this light from inside you, still coming down through the top of your head, expanding to fill your whole energy aura outside your body. So it comes from inside and goes all the way out, or as far as you want. And you can fill your home if you want, so that everyone gets benefited by this. And there's no limit to this light, this healing light. And you can keep this all day long and all night long. And if you want to protect yourself from incoming negativity, we can just put a sphere, a protection sphere around that. And there's another video that I teach you how to do that as well. So that sphere you can see through, but it is a sphere that protects you against negative energy. And just feel that loving light coming down through you and out as far as you'd like. And now I'm going to say something for you. I now command that all parts of everyone listening to this and going through this exercise, live or when they listen to it later, physically, mentally, emotionally, energetically, spiritually, and dimensionally, be reset, rebooted, revived, renewed, regenerated, rejuvenated, rebalanced, realigned, recalibrated, and restored to full radiant health and function in their highest and best way. in all directions of time and all timelines, dimensions, and parallels where they exist. I'm grateful. Thank you. Together divine. Breathe in through the nose and out through the mouth. Just roll your head around a little bit. And that's it. So thank you very much. And please try to do this at least once a week. And best to you, much support.